Hi, everyone. Welcome to another podcast here on the Living Miracles Network. we do Course in Miracles live broadcasts all the time, and we put it out on all kinds of Spreaker and Apple and Spotify and YouTube and everything. And my friend Erpi is here with me. She is in Santiago, Chile, and I'm in Utah, and we're having a beautiful talk today. How are you doing, Erpi?
I'm here, almost finished one trip for South America. And I am in Chile, but it's like a moment to a little bit quiet date to then continue observe our mind, continue observe, to go deep, then continue with our trips.
Yes, and I hear that it's been chilly in Chile. Have you been able to keep warm in Chile?
Yeah. Here not too much. Here is so cold. Maybe it's the country for me that is more colder than other countries. But yes, it's an adventure with the different things.
Yeah. Well, I think today we might talk about healing, and of course it's healing in the mind, and it's also a healing that goes so inward that it takes you into awareness. That's awareness that's beyond the limits of the five senses, and what an opportunity that is. It's like a moment by moment opportunity to just watch your thoughts and watch any interpretations that come up, because I remember the first time I learned that perception of the five senses and interpretation were the same. It wasn't like I was interpreting something as a person that was apart from the world, but that whatever I was perceiving was an interpretation, and that only the Holy Spirit's interpretation or Jesus' interpretation would bring me peace. So that's a pretty big starting point.
Yeah, it's all the thought to this world, all this belief to this world is like something painful for us if we thinking that we are that interpreted to with the ego thought, because we thinking that we are one person, we need to protect to us, we need to attack, we need to defend, but it's all about this perception that the ego world.
Yeah, there's a lot of times with the world there's a focus on behaviors and actions, and good behaviors and good actions, and important actions and right actions and everything. And a lot of spiritualities are based on right action, but I think what Jesus is really showing us is that what we do comes from what we think, and really it's a process of watching the mind 24/7, moment by moment, because those thoughts are determining the interpretation, and then we react and respond to that interpretation. But we don't have choice so much over the form, but we do have a choice over how we see it.
Yeah, and that is, I feel that is the most powerful thing that we need to do here, for let it go, all this belief that we thinking, because we have interpreted for all the things here in this world, all the things. What a meaning if I am daughter, what a meaning daughter, what a meaning friends, what a meaning the different situation, what a meaning one country, what a meaning that two body were together, or what a meaning that two body are separate. Is good, is bad, is we are connected in the mind, if we are together or not. It's, all that interpretation is about that. And is, if we believe in that, we feel the pain, because in my heart, I feeling that the only thing that we want remember is the union in the mind, that we are connected, that we are the same. But all this interpretation, I feel fear. When I believe in that interpretation, I feel fear, because it's the opposite that my heart wants, remember. And if I believe in all this constructor, in all this situation, in all this idea, ego idea, the only thing that I feel is fear. And that is my praying, is to, I want remember that anything, any idea exists in the heaven. It's only the love that's true. It's don't person, don't people, don't situation, no country. Is the to see more deep to the matrix constructor. Is to see that all this world, how I perceive with the ego, is fake. It's fake. It's only painful. It's only attack, defense, and all this thing. But if I can see more to that, I can remember that. If I see with Jesus, with the Holy Spirit, is to remember, He can help me to see with every situation where we are talking, every situation, whatever situation, with Him I can see the love that have.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think it is simplicity when we start to just observe our thoughts and stay in the prayer, and then ask to be shown with joy, with love, with happiness, to be shown the world in that frame of mind. Because I think of the world as, it's kind of like a photograph, but instead of just seeing it's a photograph or an image, then if I hold on to recalling the past or planning and thinking about the future, then it turns my photograph into a motion picture, into a video. Yeah. And the video seems to involve a person, and it seems to involve location, and it seems to involve all kinds of factors and aspects that really are not there. It's not really seeing from a holistic point of view, or from an all-inclusive point of view. It seems very confusing when the mind is constantly recalling the past and thinking about the future.
Yeah, and all the fear is coming, especially with the past, because it's the past. If I have this experience in the past, I feel fear now for do different things, for don't have the same experience, the painful experience that I have in the past. And when I believe in the past, we separate too, always. We separate, we don't go to God, we try to protect to our heart, we try to protect with people, we try to protect with situations. And that is one of the obstacles that we have for go and see the innocent. Only when we forgiven the situation and we say to Jesus, please help me to see this situation with your eyes. I know that this situation, that the painful in the past, that I feel in the past, is only one mistake in my mind. And I now see with your eyes. I only now see with your love. And show me that the painful is not exist. The only can exist is the love. If I don't feel love, if I believe in something that is not real, I can see the love, and only I can see the union, and only I can see more to all that idea that I have to the world. And I feel that this is so powerful. Praying for the Holy Spirit and Jesus to release all the past belief, And it's a one challenge for the mind to pray for release the thing that we believe that is painful. I say, in the past I feel pain for this situation. Now I want cross this belief with you, Jesus. I want cross this belief to see the love. And for the ego, I feel that it's so shaker. The ego feel fear when for this praying. Because you say, oh no, you need to continue believe that this situation is painful, that this person is painful. The ego want that. But the Holy Spirit and Jesus say, please give to me. And don't believe the situation that you had in the past. And I can interpret for you, and I can show you to you the love that is behind to the situation. And I feel that this is one of the most deep praying that we have for Jesus and the Holy Spirit is that remember the deep love that we have for everyone, the all-inclusive love, because it's that everyone is not a lot of people, it's only one people, it's only the Christ. And we want to remember only the Christ. We want to remember only the love. Because how we are talking another time, we are in love each other. We are in love more to the different situation, different people, different labels, boxes. We are in love in each other. We feel so deep love because when we remember the Christ, only we can feel in the love, only we can feel in the connection. And it's not about two boxes, it's not about a mother, daughter, a boyfriend, girlfriend, friend. All these boxes doesn't exist in the heaven. It's only the Christ. Remember the Christ. It's only the Christ. Remember the love of God. And in that situation, only we want joy. I feel that is one of the most exciting things, because when we feel in this deep connection with God, we only want to have the experience with everyone, and we want continue to have this experience and join in that with everyone. When we join with you in this deep experience to union in the mind, is that I feel that I am with God, I am with Jesus, I am in the Christ, and I want to continue to have this experience. That is not about a person. It's about to remember the truth in my mind. And that is the only focus, the only thing that we are here for remember this truth, for remember the joy, because in that moment, the only thing that we're feeling is the joy. We're feeling that, okay, we need to share all this joy for everyone. We need to share all this love for everyone.
Expansive, yeah. Very expansive, very all-inclusive, very all-encompassing. I was on a podcast this morning, and my friend Natalie was asking me about, how does it work with relationship? How does it work with community? And I was saying, well, under the Holy Spirit's teaching, every relationship is a total commitment. And that must mean that every relationship is a total commitment in this moment, not levels, not degrees, not boxes and categories. That it's not something that you can understand through the five senses, because the five senses just report differences. They just report differences all the time. That's even to say five senses. There's five different things involved. It's very complex, and many, many different meanings and interpretations. But to say that there's one commitment, a total commitment for everyone and everything, is to stay present. Stay in the here and now. Stay in the guidance right now, and don't think that anything that happened before or anything that will seem to happen has any value, or it doesn't even, is not even relevant. It's not even important.
No, I feel that in the present moment, like in this moment, for me, that present moment have all that joy. If we are very present, if we are completely here, we thinking something in the future, I need to do something, or in the past I feel something no good, whatever situation. But when we are completely in this moment, completely open heart, completely commitment with the Holy Spirit here in this moment, I feel that is all the joy. The joy is all the happiness. It's like our heart is only shining. Our heart is only remember that we don't need anything anymore to that anymore. For example, here in Chile, I'm here in this moment in Chile, but is for me is the feeling His love moment a moment. I don't need to go out. If have an opportunity to walking outside, good. But if no, I feel that it's not about the places again. It's not about the situation. It's about the connection. If His guide in this moment for me be here, okay, Jesus, what I need to do in this moment? If you want to connect with someone, okay, I will go for that. But is this pray, listen, and follow, and that direction to pray, listen, and follow is always for this moment, for the present moment. And in the present moment, don't have outcomes. We don't have outcomes. We don't have anything that we need to get. Anything that we need to thinking that what is the best or not is that He is moved to us. He's told through to us. He helped to us to healing the mind. It's okay. You need to see, read something, observe your mind, touch one emotion. Okay, if I am present, is that I am observing all the thoughts that appear, and observe if I identify with a Christ in me, or identify with the little urpi, and say, no, Jesus, I want to be, and this for send to the Holy Spirit this mistake to perception if I identify with a little urpi. And this is the beautiful, because we are here for letting go all our identity, or little identity.
Yeah, littleness, all the littleness. Yeah, I like that we're taught that every thought either extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. And the extension of love is coming from our hearts, it's coming from our mind, our one mind, but it doesn't have anything to do with trying to act loving in form. It's more like you join with the Spirit and then everything plays out. Like I was just having a lunch with some friends, and they were telling me of some of the miracles recently, very recently at the monastery. Andy had, there's a trailer that was an old trailer that we were going to get rid of. And so it was put up, Andy put up the message, free trailer. And he received 300 messages of people that said that they're interested. But he just prayed on the 300 messages, and the one message that jumped out to him was a family, parents and children, and they said, "Oh, please hold it for us. We were going to be homeless, and we want our family to live in this trailer, and we live 8 hours away. But hold the trailer. We will come, and we will come to get the trailer." So Andy thought, this is the one. Out of the 300 messages, he quickly thought, this is the one that is to have the trailer. So they drove 8 hours. The family came to the monastery, and the trailer was cleared out. It was being used for some storage of some bags of concrete were moved, maybe 8 bags of concrete, and cleared out. And then when they came, they had a beautiful holy encounter with the family, and then they said to the family, "Oh, we have a mattress, extra mattress. Would you like a new mattress? Would you like this? Would you like that?" Things that were extras at the monastery, and so they gave all these things and the trailer to this family, but it was all coming from the prayer of the heart. It's like that prayer of the heart is, how can I be truly helpful? How can I extend love? And then it all just happens, or it's all orchestrated by the Spirit to give the gift, to offer the gift of love. And it was so appreciated. They were so happy about it. And to me, that's why we have to stay so open and ready in the moment to be of service, to be ready to be shown, to be ready to be have the miracle come through us, so that there is a blessing. It just brings a blessing to everyone and everything in the situation. It's not like trying to handle something specifically. It's more just being open and ready. So to me, that's a good example of how Jesus says to heal is to make happy. I know that family was very happy to get that trailer and that mattress and those extra things, and I know that we were happy to extend it, to give it, and it's just a happy way of looking at the world.
Yeah, and that is one of the most exciting things to the Holy Spirit, because when we follow to the Holy Spirit, it's not only the happiness for one person, it's for everyone. Everyone is inclusive in that happiness. It's everyone feeling the happy. It's like only pray, listen, and follow, and He is charged to our joy, to our happy, to everyone is included on that. For example, about our trip, we are going to Spain in October, and how was beautiful, how every one person that is involucrated in this trip is like the Holy Spirit appear separate to everyone. Everyone received different information, but everything was very orchestrated. I say to you, I don't know, but I feel I listening Spain and Japan, and then Marina received one invitation. Then Javier was so excited for receive to us in Spain. But it's everyone, and it's that everyone feel the happy in our heart. But it's not about for one specific situation. It's because we feeling that Jesus moved to us, that we are served to God. But we serve for remember that true in the mind. It's not about any personal thing. It's about to say, okay, use this situation for continue go more deep with you, for continue remember that true in my heart, for continue receive and feel that joy in my heart, for continue feeling that love, for continue feeling the union in my mind, that you are orchestrated for everything. That is the example in my heart that I don't need to do anything. Only pray, listen, and follow, and He will charge to everything. He's a charge. He's charged to my happiness. He's charged to all the situation. Only I need to rest in Him, and forgiving all the situation that appear that I thinking that is not good, because it's coming for the healing, and it's coming for be more the joy, be more the love, be more the Christ in me, the Christ. Remember the Christ in me, and that feel that is the most exciting adventure to the Holy Spirit. Is when we have the dependence in Him, we dependence in God. It's the only thing that our heart wants.
Yeah, it's a sweet way to live. It's so sweet, and it feels like it comes back to that idea that there's only one of us, and there's always only been one of us, and all of the seeming differences are just part of the ego's trick to try to make it seem like things are personal. Or I was thinking today too, the whole idea of win or lose is based on duality.
Yes.
The whole idea of good and bad and best and worst, the whole idea of advance or retreat, or what is helpful and even not helpful, it seems to come down to, again, just the present moment in which everything is perfectly included and perfectly whole and perfectly complete. So with that, there isn't a need to change the world. It's when we're in that state, it's anything that proceeds forth from that purpose and that state of mind is so joyful, so gleeful, and so natural. But it isn't like a sense of planning something that was prearranged. It's just about being fully present and staying in that presence. So in that sense, it's very simple. It's not complex at all.
No, yeah, it's like when you was talking, the feeling that I have is like when we try to forgive the world, thinking that have different people, that have one situation, that I forgiven for something change outside, I feel that it's so difficult to forgive because I thinking that it's not real, the forgiven. But when I forgive the situation, remember that doesn't exist anything outside to me. That every people have the perfect character to remember the truth, foresee more to the mistake. And if you say, how you say before, is I don't know how is the love is coming through to the situation. But if I send to the Holy Spirit, He will show me how is the most lovely situation that I need to do in whatever thing. And for me, it's like always remember that is anything outside to me. That everything is one part to my illusion. To one is play the dream that I made for remember the truth. And in that way, for me, is the most easy. Okay, I send this character to these people. This is play the situation. If I forgive the situation, I can remember the truth. If when I forgive the situation, I don't feel involucrated with a mistake, because the person can continue make that thing or not. But that Jesus, when I forgiven the situation, Jesus carried me to me. Or continue, or I can see the love complete in this second with a person and join together with a person, or maybe this person disappear because it's only coming here the gift to remember the truth in my mind, to remember that he or her or whatever is in this situation, in this moment, only for remember the truth in me, only for remember the only thing that exists here is the love. If not, is opportunity to the healing in my mind. And it's like, for me, the feeling that I have here is like to my praying, to see, to continue see that attack is impossible. That attack is impossible. And if I perceive that something attack me, it's because I want believe in the ego word. That is that if I see that attack, is because I want continue play his game.
Yeah.
At that moment is surrender. My prayer is for surrender.
Yeah, that is a good description of the game, because you have to have two to play the game of an attacker and one who's attacked. But once we start to look at this is all one mind, and then we
Yeah.
start to realize that in the world, to the ego, there's a big difference between attacking and being attacked,
Yeah.
but not to the Holy Spirit. This is just an attack thought that isn't real. So I think that seems to be the key to peace of mind is realizing the impossibility of attack. God did not create attack. Attack is not something that has any reality or existence in a unified whole mind. And I think that's, in one sense, that's how Jesus seemed to heal the sick and raise the dead. He just didn't believe in the attack that made up the appearance of sickness or made up the appearance of death. He saw there was no attack in the mind. That's even a way of healing. I am not a body and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. He's just giving it very straight, like, no, don't see attack at all. So to me, that's part of what joy is. Joy is a state of the heart, a state of the mind. It's so exuberant, so wonderfully expansive and joyful because it's a celebration. It's actually a celebration that attack is impossible. And it's not trying to make meaning out of the five senses. It's just starting to realize, no, nothing that my five senses are showing me is valid because of what's in my heart. The love in my heart is what's real, what's true.
Yeah, exactly. And that is so powerful about that talk, because this day I was praying and I was feeling something in my heart that Jesus say me, always when you believe in the attack or in defense, you reinforce the ego belief. You reinforce and you believe that this world is real. You have that play with the ego. You are close with the ego. And if you really want to release this world, if you really want to remember the truth, is see more to the attack. It's impossible the attack. And even it's impossible the specialness, because the specialness is attacked to is one of the most beautiful gift to the ego. Because if I feel the specialness, I try to protect with another person don't get my specialness, don't get, and I don't remember that I am the Christ in that, and I don't remember that I need to serve to all the people, to all this world that my gift is given. Something that my gift here in this world is to remember and give to everyone the love, everyone, and extend me in the joy. But it's like, now the practice in my mind is continue to remember me. I want to have a play this game with Jesus or with the ego. It's for one constantly remember, even if I thinking, for example, that my mother is more special, or my mother, I need to protect her. If I thinking on that, I thinking with the ego too. Because if I think that something here is more special than another thing, or have more valor than another person, is the ego used for fear. Because then I feel fear that she passed away. I feel fear that her body has something good or something bad. I live with fear. Because it's the belief in the world, believe that something in this world have valor. But even for me, I feel that the invitation is to remember that anything in this world is valor. Like with the ego. The valor is in the Christ. The valor is in remember the truth. That is the valor. Is when I perceive and I remember the innocent and the love. For example, in my mother, I see in the innocent that if she's not a body, I can remember her innocent. I can remember the truth in her. And in that moment, don't have mother. Only have the Christ. Don't have a body. If her body is good or bad, is no worry about that, because that is not important. The important is the Christ in her. That I can join in that moment. I can join in her mind, and we can be only one. I remember the oneness, because like mother, like country, that is ego construct. That is the ego belief. And it's when I remember that she's the Christ, that she's me, she's the love in me. Because I remember that all the things is the illusion. Her body is the illusion. But she's the Christ because I am the Christ. It's like I can let it go, the belief to mother. I can let it go, this believing. I can join in the Christ with her.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Jason Gray song that we listened to during a group call recently, where it was called Something Heavenly. You know, it feels like there's something working inside of us, in our mind, that can feel like for a moment chaos. If you look at the healing through the ego, it doesn't see the healing, it just feels like chaos. But really there's peace. There's peace right there, because you don't buy into these five senses or any of the boxes and the rules to the world. And there's such a freedom with that, you know, just a very simple freedom in not being plugged in or connected, not analyzing anything, not trying to analyze or figure anything out, just absolute acceptance, just acceptance of what is in this moment, and so peaceful, so joyful, so restful.
That freedom is the most exciting thing too. Because when we don't believe in all these things, we don't need to get, we don't need to protect, we don't need to thinking what is the best or noise. We can rest on that, because we don't worry for anything. We don't worry for anything. We are on the joy, we are on the truth, we are on the okay, ego, you don't continue play with me in this dream. I will play with Jesus. I will carry to his hand. It's like that is our joy, because when the ego, and for that I feel that is so important for me, the practice to observe my mind, because the ego tries to enter so quickly too. If I am distracted, the ego tries to enter, but when I am in this continuing working with Jesus or with the Holy Spirit, it's like, I can see to you, ego. You don't try to enter to my mind. I see to you, and I send this to the Holy Spirit to show me, and this rest in Him and let it go and say, okay, I don't want to continue believe in this world. I don't continue believe in this construct or in this matrix. It's like when I get, for me, the word that I say all these last days, I know that all this word is try to destroy to the Christ in me. I know to all this word try to destroy to the love that I am, because they want that my mind is focused in the fake, not in the true. But I want to remember the truth. I want to remember the joy in my heart. I want to remember that the only thing that I want to extend, my joy, my love, my life. In that moment, when I remember the truth in me, and I say, I don't will focus in the faith, I don't want to believe in your ego, whatever situation that appears, is something restful for me and something freedom. It's like, okay, Jesus, you are charged to this situation. I rest and I trust in you. And I trust in you. But that is part to the let it go, to the identity, to let it go, the personality. And for that is very important to a lot of faith in our heart, that Jesus is working with us for healing our mind. Because we are thinking in the past that this was what is real, that all that we thinking is real. But now we are remember the truth in our heart. We are remember that we are the Christ, that we are the love. But we need to death to the personality, to death to the specialness, to death to the we thinking what is best or worse in this world is anything in this world is important. It's like to continue go in this deep with Him. I feel that for me is the freedom, is the joy, the simplicity, that anything is important. And I remember that next week or this day, I don't remember, but we are talking about when we are going more and more deep, it's not important place that we are. It's not important if I am in Chile, whatever place that I need to be. Is the important thing is don't go inside and feeling or connected with Him, the feeling the joy in your mind. It's like I feeling that I can find the happiness in the world with the world how I have in the past.
Yeah,
That in my heart now.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. We maybe as we close our podcast, we actually have a movie coming up too tomorrow. That's it's kind of like a no private thoughts composite movie. It's got it has telepathy in it. In a very good way, because there's a sense of true guidance is very helpful in the mind, but in the movie the ego chatter is called the noise. So all the men on this future planet, 2,200 and something in the future, have this noise. They have like a cloud. So it's visual. You can hear their noisy thoughts, and you can see it's like dusty noise coming off of their heads. And then we're going to use that, and we're going to use another movie, a comedy movie about no private thoughts, and a little bit of deep song and dance mixed in. So it's kind of an interesting combination, but the whole point of it is start to realize that whenever you have private thoughts and you hold on to them, you're holding on to ego thoughts, and you're feeling the discomfort and the fear and the guilt with that. Yeah. But when you do truly connect in mind, then miracles happen and really just set everyone free. Not just a person, it sets everyone free. It frees up the whole situation. And I think that's important because it's good to have examples of this. You have to have experiences of this and examples in order to really put your faith in it. Put your faith beyond the five senses. You have to have something like your mind and your real thoughts and your real guidance to be your compass, to carry you.
Yeah. We are going tomorrow with this adventure with a movie.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to join in, they can just join Tribe of Christ on the website the-christ.net and go up to events, join in with us on Tribe of Christ. And we always have fun. We have kind of a global group of smiling faces and waves and hearts and blowing kisses and heart things floating up, because it's such a joyful experience to be connected, to feel that connection.
For being connected with our emotion, I feel so powerful for me to the movie, because with all the movie I can observe my mind, I can heal in my mind, I can put in contact with my feelings, and it's like it's very quickly way for the healing too.
Yes. We like it fun and quick. Very, very quick. Well, very good. Well, that has been a beautiful ride. We had another adventure of a ride of of a podcast. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. It's fun to share true ideas and rejoice in the truth, and that's our joy. That is our joy.
Yeah, yeah. That is our exciting thing to the joy in the true joy, to remember that we are here for be happy, for being the love, for being the light. For that we are together. We are together with that purpose.
Yeah.
We are together for remember that through everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.